We think about decarbonization and how it drives value by making our buildings more energy efficient and lowering energy costs, and also making our buildings more resilient and therefore less risky assets to own.
Joining me today is Kelly Meissner, Vice President Corporate ESG and Sustainability at Ventas. Kelly, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So can you talk about Ventas' specific work that led to the company's Impact at Scale Award win this year?
Sure. So first I want to talk about how we think about sustainability. We really view sustainability through the lens of how it drives shareholder value. And our approach to decarbonization is no different. We think about decarbonization and how it drives value by making our buildings more energy efficient and lowering energy costs, and also making our buildings more resilient and therefore less risky assets to own. So in terms of the award, a couple years ago, Ventas set a net zero goal. We were the first healthcare REIT to set the goal, and still the first healthcare REIT to have this goal. And our goal is to achieve net zero operational carbon, so scopes 1 and 2, by 2040. And this covers about 900 assets with more than 80 million square feet. So to accomplish this at scale, we developed a data-driven approach that takes our building energy consumption data with property information such as year built, size, asset type, and we combined it with machine learning and physics-based modeling to develop individual property roadmaps for decarbonization. So these roadmaps guide each of our assets to become as energy efficient and electrified as possible by 2040. And then we overlay that with on-site renewables and renewable energy procurement to get to net zero. And the roadmaps include things such as adding insulation where it makes sense, LED lighting, building energy management systems, transitioning to heat pumps, and also refrigerant management and tracking.
What were some critical aspects in terms of the implementation of the roadmap?
So first was external and internal buy-in and engagement. So we worked with our executives and our asset management teams, and also with our external operators to make sure that they understood the roadmaps, that they understood the value that the roadmaps bring to decarbonization and to our assets, and that they actually worked at our buildings. So we spent a lot of time with our facilities folks and engineering folks going through the roadmaps and making sure that they felt they could actually be implemented. And we took their feedback and incorporated it into the roadmaps before we rolled them out to all of our properties. The second big thing is integrating the roadmaps into our capital planning process. So every year, Ventas, as with most REITs, we're spending millions of dollars replacing HVAC equipment, lighting, roofs, and these roadmaps are giving us the ability to make these replacements in a way that's aligned with decarbonization. So to do that, we've worked really closely with our asset management team and our financial planning and analysis team to make sure that we're coordinating the investments in decarbonization with our routine equipment replacements.
So what's on the horizon for Ventas in terms of sustainability issues in 2025?
So in addition to continuing the implementation and execution of our roadmaps, we're looking at on-site solar and expanding that in our portfolio, also developing and rolling out our renewable energy procurement strategy, and also looking more at climate risk analysis and how we can identify and mitigate risks in our portfolio. And then another thing we're looking at is how we can take advantage of tax credits and the ability for REITs to now sell tax credits under the Inflation Reduction Act. So it's going to be another busy and exciting year in 25.